Good morning, I'm Thomas, joined here by Amira, and welcome to Back of the Net, the show for football fans, by football fans.
We're here every Saturday morning to bring you the latest from the beautiful game. We're so glad you joined us. Before we dive into his lineup, how's your week been, Tom?
Not too bad, to be honest. Caught a couple of midweek games, some absolute brilliant performances on the show. How about you, Amira?
Oh, it's been a busy one, with so much football to follow, but I'm all set to dive into it all today.
Yes, that is right. We've got a jam-packed show today, discussing from Premier League action to interviewing an academy player.
We'll also be discussing the world of women's football, and then wrapping up our show with a Take on Tom quiz. It's our weekly head-to-head game where we test who knows their football best. It's always a good laugh and the perfect way to end the show.
Yes, will you be taking part in this week's quiz, Amira?
Nah, I'm too used to winning these quizzes, so this week I'm going to give you guys a chance to play against Tom.
Whoa, what do you mean by that?
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun, so get comfy and grab your coffee and let's kick things off.
Yes, before we start, don't forget to follow us on all socials at the bottom of your screen now.
We're on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter at Back of the Net, so be sure to follow us and check out our fun content.
Amira, do you know we're doing a big competition this week?
No way. A competition? What is the prize? Wait, Tom, don't tell me it's another mug with your face on it.
No, although that would have been great again. It's a PS5 this time.
What? A PS5? That's massive. How does everyone enter?
Well, it's easy, you see. All you've got to do is follow us on Instagram and comment on the most recent post of your most favourite football player, and we'll pick a winner at random.
So, let's have a look at the prize now.
The
Fucking cups, bro.
Yeah.
Where is it? No, it's not. You're going to get the cups.
Let's kick things off with the Premier League. We're here to give you a rundown of the week that's just passed, and what a week it's been. Two absolute giant killings this week.
I'm still in shock. What a week of football.
Yeah, kicking things off with the major talking points. Man City losing to Brighton to make it 4 losses in a row in all competitions.
Yes, that is right. Man City fell to defeat after being 1-0 up at the Amex Stadium thanks to goals from Joe Pedro and O'Reilly, late winner, coming in at the 83rd minute.
Yes, the Danish midfielder bagged his first goal for the club, and what a better occasion to do it than score the winner against the Premier League champions.
But that's 4 losses in a row. Now, what is going on with Pep and the Man City boys?
Oh, they'll be absolutely fine. The international break, they're doing good, and they'll bounce back with a bang.
It is not a good look. I think it's finally time for a new champion this year.
Well, after an incredible record-breaking 4 in a row, maybe it is finally too much to keep up.
Oh, sounds like someone is nervous.
Oh, shut up. It is literally just a blip, I promise.
Until Spurs beat you. Again.
Well, moving on. Can we talk about the mighty Ipswich Town?
Ah, yes. Ipswich Town, backed by Ed Sheeran, got their first win of the season, beating Tottenham 2-1.
Yes, that is thanks to goals from Sammy Smollett and Delap. The Tractor Boys caused a massive upset, which shoots them right up the table with relief on McKenna's face.
They even scored a bicycle kick.
A complete performance from Ipswich. Maybe this can really kickstart the season. And as for Spurs, they're just so hit and miss. Going from a brilliant performance last week, beating Aston Villa 4-1, to losing to relegation favourites Ipswich. To be honest, I'm not even sure how long Ange's left.
Wow, that is a big statement, but we have to give credit to Ipswich.
We do indeed. A massive win which sees them leap out of the relegation zone. To be honest, they're a team that I would love to see stay up, and I'm sure they're up for another giant killing in their next game against Manchester United and their new manager, Ruben Amorim.
Yes, another new era for the Red Devils, with them currently sitting in 13th. Amorim will certainly aim for those European places come May.
Indeed, he will. It'll be a big challenge for him, though, as he hasn't managed at a high level before. And to be honest, I hope he fails miserably.
Oh, you are only saying that because you support their rivals.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of Man United, they had a great win on the weekend, didn't they?
It was all right. I mean, Ruud van Nistelrooy's final game in charge as caretaker was a brilliant 3-0 win against Leicester.
Yes, and what a send-off it was. 3-0 against struggling Leicester sees Man United get a vital 3 points.
It was very impressive reign from the ex-player with 4 games in charge, and he came out with 3 wins.
And even an impressive draw against top 4 challenging Chelsea.
Yes, but now, as you spoke about, it is Amorim's time to have a shot at reviving this team.
I wonder how they'll play.
Well, he's infamous for playing a back 3, something we rarely see at United.
Oh, interesting. I wonder how they will adapt.
Well, speaking of new managers, the sack race.
Ah, yes. Who do you think will be the first manager to go?
At this rate, I've got to go with Lopetegui or Gary O'Neill.
Both struggling a lot at the moment. But what about Steve Cooper?
Good shout, to be honest. They're doing really poor and playing some awful football. So negative. Also, West Ham just haven't looked the same this season after a busy transfer window, bringing in some big names.
spending a massive £123 million and only being in 14th, it's just not good enough.
No, not at all. It is not. And a disappointing 0-0 draw to Everton, to follow fellow strugglers Everton, just not help their case at all. The fans should really start to turn on them.
It is not a good environment at the moment, and that is only going to make the situation worse. And that game against Everton, I nearly fell asleep watching that game.
Well, guys, let us know who'll be the first manager to go.
Tweet us your opinions and let's see who's right. It definitely won't be Tom.
I can't wait to prove you all wrong. It'll be so interesting to see who thinks first to go. If you agree, or if you've got an outside shout.
Let's have a look at what you guys said about the Premier League. So now I'm walking to Luton Town Centre to ask the people of Luton what they think about the Premier League. I'm here with
George. Harvey Sullivan.
Taha.
Paul. Nikolai.
and I wanted to ask, what team do you think is going to win the Premier League?
Probably Liverpool because they just whole attacking style of play, and under Arne Slot, they've just been really just nice to watch.
My favourite team, Liverpool. They're at the top at the moment. It's very good.
This season, I think Liverpool will win the Premier League.
Oh, I've got that answer a lot these days.
I'll always go with Man City. Yeah, Man City is the best out there. They got the best coach and definitely the best players so far.
What three teams do you think will be relegated?
3 teams to be relegated. Oh God, that's a tough one. I think there'll be a surprise in there. I think West Ham are going to struggle
Oh.
potentially. It's a real tough one because I follow the top of the Premier League more than the bottom. So
It's alright. I get it.
I want Everton. Then there's going to be Ipswich and Southampton.
What three teams do you think will be relegated?
I think Crystal Palace, at how they go now, they are good, but they're going down. Wolverhampton, because they are not so strong in the moment, but I think maybe they fight to remain. And Southampton, it's a second division team. They are not so powerful to stay in the first league. That's the truth.
Name any player that you look forward to watching.
I'm a big Tottenham fan, and I like young talent coming through. Mikey Moore, I think, is going to be a huge player over the next couple of seasons, and has already made his Premier League debut for Tottenham this season.
Good one.
Always Mohamed Salah.
I would love to watch De Bruyne or Foden. Yeah.
Haaland, because he scored a lot. Probably De Bruyne, because it's De Bruyne and his passing is absolutely amazing, and his overall playmaking, and Erling Haaland, because it's just attacking style. Just them two combined, brilliant.
Yeah. What team do you think will score the most goals?
Probably Liverpool, because they've shown signs of like attacking. They're probably the best attack in the league easily.
Oh, Man City, definitely. Yeah. I mean, they got the best scorers, basically, especially with Haaland. Yeah, they're just amazing. Yeah, perfectly balanced team. That's how I would put it. Yeah.
I was going to say City, but they've been awful. Like, they lost 4 games in a row. Arsenal.
Oh, good pick. Thank you so much, Harvey.
No worries.
So now I'm going to ask the students of Barnfield for their opinions on the Premier League. So I'm here with
Amir,
Sophie, Millie, Mariam,
Ahmed,
Hubert,
Tommy,
Ryan,
Faith,
Steph,
Rosie, Nadine,
Philippa,
Holly Baker,
Christian.
Pranay.
and I wanted to ask, who do you think is going to win the Premier League?
Probably Man City because they've been pretty dominant the past few seasons, and they're looking dominant so far as well.
Probably City again,
Why is that?
because they've won it 4 times in a row.
For me, I think it's Man City.
Why is that?
Because they are the most successful team in Premier League. They have the most. I think they have the best players and best forwards, strikers, and midfielders. So I think they have the upper hand in Premier League. Yeah.
I think Liverpool.
Why is that?
Well, my dad's a massive Liverpool supporter, so fingers crossed.
So Philippa, who do you think is going to win the Premier League?
Liverpool.
And why do you think that?
Is the first.
Liverpool.
You seem very unsure about that. Why is that?
I hate Liverpool.
Man City.
Why is that?
Because Liverpool just sucks, on God.
Why do you think Liverpool suck?
They've never been the best team. Let's be real. Just everybody hates Liverpool.
Realistically speaking, it's going to be Liverpool, but I would want it to be Arsenal, of course.
And why is that?
Because I support Arsenal since I was a little baby.
Obviously my team, Arsenal, because I think because Saka's skill is unmatched, and I think with Mikel Arteta's like leadership, he could push them to like to win.
I'm a Chelsea fan, so I'd hope it would be Chelsea, but it's most likely probably going to be either Liverpool or Man City, I think.
Chelsea Football Club.
And why is that?
Because they're the best.
What team do you want to win the Premier League? Is that your favourite team?
Chelsea, because I support them
How long have you been supporting them for?
my whole life.
Oh, I love that. So what 3 teams do you think will be relegated?
Wolves, probably Palace, and hopefully Liverpool.
Oh, and why is that?
Just don't like Liverpool.
Ipswich, Crystal Palace and Wolves.
And why is that?
They're just awful. I'm going to be honest. They've never made any progress when it came to the Prem. Crystal Palace was good in the 2017 season, but that's about it.
Maybe kicked off.
Not Forest, but I hope Liverpool.
Do you have any other teams that you think would be kicked off?
No. Probably Chelsea, I can't lie.
Oh, I know Southampton's bottom, so they're definitely going to get relegated. I like watching Wolves play, so I'd hope they would stay in the Premier League. But they're
You think they're gonna go?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
I think I could be wrong, but I think they got a new manager, or they've changed their system. They used to have lots of Portuguese players, and they all, like mingled very well together, and it was nice football. But I think right now they're just quite lackluster, and they're not putting in the performance that they should be. And then I think the last one, just get Ipswich out. Like, they're rubbish. Like,
Oh, that's a bit of a tricky one. It could be anyone.
Is there one that you specifically want to get kicked off?
Maybe Arsenal. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Arsenal. Yeah. So that's my feelings on that one.
Okay. What player are you looking forward to watching the most?
Cole Palmer,
And why is that?
because he's the best player in the Premier League.
Cole Palmer. I keep saying Cole Palmer, but he's like the heart of the team, and he kind of pings ideas off, and he gets them passes that you just wouldn't otherwise see. And I know a lot of people say, oh, he's a penalty merchant, but if you're scoring a penalty every, like, you're not what's it called? You're not missing any penalties.
Yeah.
That you can't say anything bad about that. Like,
My favorite player is actually Cole Palmer. I think that his gameplay in the Euros was honestly different, and for him to be such a young player playing for many good teams, I could see them going far, but not as far as Arsenal. But yeah.
That's really difficult, actually. You know what? We'll say Cole Palmer. I don't like Chelsea, but his football IQ is just amazing.
Odegaard when he comes back.
Why is that?
He's just the best player going, and that's why he's the captain of Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
I'd say Timo Werner from Tottenham.
Why is that?
Just because he's came back from he wasn't a very consistent player, but now he's becoming better. Yeah.
Oh, I love that answer. So what team do you think will score the most goals?
I'd have to say probably Man City.
That was so much fun. I absolutely loved hearing all your opinions.
Yeah, well, we definitely be doing street interviews like that again. And if you want to be involved, hit us on our socials below.
Anyways, we've got a special guest joining us today.
That's right. We've got Christian, an academy player from Arsenal today. He's going to tell us all about what it takes to make it in football.
Now let's get into it. Christian, thank you so much for joining us today. How
You're
are
welcome.
you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
And we just want to start our first question, sort of how it all started from the start. Sort of where was the first beginning? Was there a time when you got scouted across? How did that come about?
I was in football from a young age, kind of influenced from dads, uncles, older cousins playing football. Started playing football at school, so after school club, that kind of low level. Then joined a Saturday team, and then from the Saturday team, some scouts come along, and a couple of clubs were interested, but managed to get into Arsenal.
Perfect. How did what's that first feeling when someone approaches you, sort of being noticed? How does that make you feel?
I think because I was only small, like 5 years old, so it
so
kind of
young.
it kind of went through the parents. So I think at that young age you don't really understand. But then obviously when you go into these kind of games and you're in an academy playing with people that are of a similar standard, you kind of then I think quickly realise that other people your age aren't doing that kind of thing. And I think you notice more the difference when you went back to your Saturday team or your Sunday team, or you was playing in your after school club and then suddenly you were doing things that other kids didn't know how to do. Yeah.
Looking back when sort of you said 5 years old, was it pure natural ability, or were you sort of, was your dad in the garden making you do these sort of things, or?
Yeah, my dad was good at football, so I think I obviously owe some to him, and he kind of made a decision not to kind of pursue semi-pro and that kind of thing. So yeah, practice in the garden, but I think you are, not to sound big-headed, but I think you are either born with it or you're not.
Yeah.
So I think, there was that natural ability, which from a young age I obviously then practiced, which is why I obviously I stood out from the others, because practice obviously helped.
Oh, I love that story. Well, what's a typical day like for you as an academy player?
So very strict. Now I'm in academy for Arsenal. I've had to move away from home, so living in digs and obviously following the house rules. That's one side of it. But the other side of it is obviously the training rules. So being there on time, making sure I don't get fined for doing things, or not turn up in the right kit or whatever.
Wait, you can get fined for that?
Yep, get
No
fines if
way.
you don't wear the right kit or you're late to training. So a typical day is training, then we'll stop for lunch and obviously eating certain foods, and then might have a session in the gym, might see the physio. Obviously at the moment we don't get involved with like kind of media related activities, but anything that the club wants us to do. But yeah, general training days are intense.
You spoke about digs there. Is it sort of, for anyone who doesn't know, do you want to explain what that is and sort of how that has affected you, obviously moving away from home at a young age, sort of living for yourself with other people around you? How's that sort of made you?
Yeah, it's hard, I think, because from that young age you're saying I want to do this and I'm going to pursue this, and you're kind of putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak, because you're going to say I'm going to make it as a footballer, and that means moving away from your school, moving away from your friends. And there's times when your friends back home might be going somewhere and you want to be doing that, but actually now you're part of this new circle. And so basically you're living in a house with other people that are also in the academy, and they might come from all over the country. So we've got a lad that is in the room next door and he's from Manchester, so you're living with somebody that's basically almost like your surrogate mum, so they're there to look after you while you're down training.
It's a big jump. How did your friends from back home react to sort of you pursuing this and moving away and sort of distancing yourself and sort of missing out on things at home?
Yeah, I think your close friends obviously support you, don't they? They want you to make it, and they know your ability, but I think other people will be like, what, so he's going to do that kind of thing. But your close friends and your close family, I think, remind you what you're giving up, because ultimately the percentage of people that are going to make it is so small. I think it's like 1% of academy kids make it to the Premier League, but if you don't try and dedicate yourself now, then you're never going to give yourself the chance.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
How do you juggle football with like your personal life? 'Cause I know you said you're away from your friends and family, but do you see them often?
Yeah, you do. And obviously my family make the effort to come down to games. Obviously, being in the academy, they're not your Saturday games or your midweek games or whatever. But ultimately, also you're doing it for your family, because in the early days, mum and dad gave up so much of their time to get you to games and, money to buy things. Like, it's a lot. And not every kid gets a scholarship. Everyone comes from different backgrounds. So, it's difficult, but I just have to remind myself why I'm doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these games you come into. Is it sort of, being associated to such a big club in Arsenal, do you feel that sort of added pressure to like your everyday life, or even when you're playing games?
Yeah, I think as soon as you step into that training ground, you're a representative of Arsenal, and that comes with the history that comes with Arsenal Football Club. So, the expectation and the pressure is there, and it's, I think, rooted in you, and the pressure is real from, the managers even at the low level, because if you want to eventually make it into the dressing room with the pros, you've got to be used to that level of pressure and, what comes with being an Arsenal player.
Talk about pressure is something that I think it either makes you or breaks you. Sort of, some people thrive with it and some people sort of don't. How does it go for you? Are you someone that sort of thrives off a big crowd with a lot of pressure on your back, or?
Yeah, I do. I like high pressure moments. I love like rival games and derbies, and being an Arsenal player, you're taught from a very young age what the meaning of those games are. You know, you see the top players' pictures all over
Yeah.
the Arsenal club as soon as you walk in, so you know what that means. The statues outside mean something to people that play for Arsenal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thrive off that, and eventually, if you want to be those people in the statues, you've got to live in those big moments.
I just want to touch
and
on
perform.
social media quickly. Sort of, obviously, you know, now it's such a massive thing at your age. It's sort of something that's massive. Are you sort of on it a lot? How do you react to sort of fan comments, or is it something you stay off completely?
Yeah, I tried. Again, that's something that the club are quite strict on. So of course, have your social media accounts, but don't engulf yourself in it, because particularly when you're young, I'm learning. So if I put in a poor performance, that's for me to analyse and the club to analyse and for me to improve. I don't need
People telling you from the
people
outside.
telling me, and especially if I do make it in the Premier League. That's going to be something that I'm going to have to learn to deal with anyway. So I think, distancing myself from that kind of attention is only going to support me in getting better.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's a great mindset. Well, I think that is all for our interview, because we are running out of time, but thank you so much for coming.
You're
to the
welcome. Thank you for
show.
having me.
Have you got a message finally for people,
Yeah,
sort of who want to follow your footsteps?
I'd say just stay dedicated and be thankful to those people that have helped you get there in the first place. You know, people driving down the motorway.
Well, that's all for our interview, but don't go anywhere as we've got something fun coming after the short break.
That is right. We've got some football challenges for you and from the viewers.
Tower, Golf Charlie Hotel is ready for departure.
Golf Charlie Hotel, hold position due to weather. Permission for takeoff denied.
Hey, grab me one too.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
light up your Christmas with Sky Sports.
Welcome back to the show. We hope you're enjoying it so far.
If you just join us, you're in for a treat.
Yes, we've got a lot planned for the next bit of the show.
Last week, I had a chance to play a few football challenges. Welcome back to our weekly football challenges. First up, penalties. Do we have the camera rolling the whole time? Right, now make it more harder. Left-footed penalties. Let's see how the boys handle it. Yeah.
Nice.
Next up, crossbars.
Keep on having to tell him what he has to do.
finally, we've got keep up challenges. Let's find our winner. Right, lads, on my whistle, no cheating. I'll be watching very closely. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ah. Out, fit out. Oh, we've got our winner. Keep going, keep going. He's out over here. He's out, he's out. Oh, he's still going. Oh, Chelsea. Oh. It's our winner, our winner. Chaz, any words?
Where's my prize? I was promised a little something, but nothing here.
Speaking of prizes, actually, for winning every challenge today, we've got you tickets to the next England game. Yeah.
What? England game?
Yes. You'll find out shortly. We'll put them in the email below. And guys, that is what you can win every week. Tune in next week.
Really good. Anyways, don't forget that we are doing a competition.
Yes, head over to our Instagram page now and comment the name of your favourite football player on our recent post.
For the chance to win a PS5. Oh my god, it is so exciting.
I still think a mug with my face would be a better prize.
Oh, in your dreams, Tom.
Next time we're going to do that. I'm going to make sure of it.
Okay, alright. Well, it is time for one of my favourite parts of the show, the match highlights, the match predictions.
This is where we put our football knowledge to the test and try to guess the results for the weekend's biggest matches.
I've got a feeling there might be a few shocks this weekend, so don't be surprised if we put out some bold predictions.
Yes, we can see if we can predict the unpredictable.
And let's have a look at the match highlights.
In it comes.
They were such good games.
They absolutely were.
Tom just didn't want to see those highlights because of my predictions from last week, which were all right.
Oh, stop. It was literally one time. Now let's start with our first game, City versus Brighton.
This seems like a straightforward one to me. It has to be Man City.
I agree with you there. There's no way about it. It has to be City.
Liverpool versus Villa in a late kickoff. And what a game that would be. I could see Liverpool edging to that one.
I couldn't agree more. Liverpool it is.
Moving on to Sunday's games. First up is Man United versus Leicester. And once again, I think this is straightforward with Man United winning.
Well, I'm actually going to go with Leicester here.
Oh, would you stop this hate towards them?
Forest Newcastle's next, and I want to go with Nottingham Forest to extend their brilliant run.
Now, I'm going to go with the opposite, and Newcastle grabbing the 3 points.
Tottenham Ipswich it is now, and I can see Spurs putting about 4 or 5 past them.
This might be controversial, but I'm going for Ipswich.
Really?
You heard me correctly.
And finally, our last game is Arsenal against Chelsea, where I feel Arsenal are going to smash them.
I'm going for Chelsea here to wrap us off.
Really?
Yep, now we'll see our predictions next week and how I am going to beat Tom in these predictions.
I'm so getting them all right.
We'll see. Oh, the first time in a while that my predictions were actually right.
I swear it will not be like that this week.
Oh, you never know, Tom. It's always unpredictable when it comes to football.
Right, moving on. Our first game of the weekend is Leicester against Chelsea. And after that Leicester performance last week, I can really see Chelsea smashing them.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. Leicester are just so bad at the moment.
I'm not sure how long Steve Cooper has left, but that is a discussion for another day. Next up, we have Arsenal, who take on Nottingham Forest. And I can see Arsenal winning this, but it's going to be a close game nevertheless.
Oh, I think I'm going to disagree here and go with a draw.
Wow, that is bold.
Watch when I'm right, again.
I can't wait to prove you wrong this week.
Well, following this game is Aston Villa up against Crystal Palace. And this has to be another straightforward win for Villa.
I agree with you on this one. Palace has just been so poor, especially coming to Villa Park, which is not an easy place for anyone, let alone a struggling Palace. There's no way I see Palace getting 3 points.
What about Fulham and Wolves?
Well, this is a tough one. I feel like it could be close, but Fulham just have too much quality in the day, so I'm going to go with Fulham.
I have a feeling there will be goals in this one, but an evenly matched game calls for a draw.
Interesting.
Now the big one of the week. Man City take on Tottenham. And what a game this will be.
I can't wait. Man City are on an awful run. Look to end this at home to Spurs, who always turn up against Man City. Can Spurs extend this horrid run?
Oh, it is going to be eventful. But I have Man City ending their run with a narrow win.
I just don't know. They've been so poor recently. So as much as it pains me to say, I'm going to go with Tottenham.
Are you feeling all right?
After the last couple of performances, no.
Well, Sunday sees 2 games take place, with Southampton hosting top of the table against Liverpool.
A comfortable win on the cards for Liverpool, I feel, with a big win coming their way.
I can't see it going any other way as well. Liverpool it is.
Yes, and our final game is newly appointed Amarin's Manchester United taking on Ipswich. And following their massive win against Spurs, surely United need to start with a bang.
You would like to think so. The new manager would definitely want to start with a win, and a big one. So for that reason, I'm going to go with United to grab all 3 points.
Hear me out here, a draw.
What? Really? Are you sure?
I just feel like they aren't familiar with the new style, and they could have struggled. Biased aside, of course.
Well, before we dive back into all the football action, make sure you're following us on social media.
Yes, you can find us on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, where we post all fun content you will not want to miss.
Yeah, we posted like some funny behind the scenes footage last week. Did you see Tom?
Oh, sadly I did see it, yes.
It was Tom tripping over. Funniest thing ever. Well, follow Back of the Net to stay connected and be a part of the conversation all week long.
Yes, we post so many exciting things on Instagram, like as we spoke about backstage content if you want to see me falling over, and we always read your comments.
We also do Q&As on Instagram, so if you have any questions, just drop them all on there.
Yes, we're going to go on a quick break now.
And I just know Tom is going to be practicing everything he knows about football for the Take on Tom quiz that's happening later on.
On to be honest, I have done my homework.
We'll see you soon. You can't say I messed up. What?
I have done my homework, I tell you, it's going to be amazing this week. I'm not going to lose.
Remember what happened a few weeks ago when I guest beat you?
No, honestly, that is so far out of my mind, I have no memory of it.
Well, good luck today.
We are Generation Hustle. 24/7. We are instant, active, live and direct. Day in, day out. Online, offline. From the early morning mission to a late night session. So say can do and choose now. Boost.
Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter and sing for the tear. Sing it with me, just for today, maybe tomorrow, and the good Lord will take you away. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on till your dreams come true.
Rumour has it we don't know how to dress. As if. Shop fashion at jdwilliams.co.uk.
Dad, why do we have to spend Christmas here again?
There's nothing to do.
We're here to see your uncle and your auntie and your cousins. It's gonna be fun. What you got? This.
What you saying? You ready, yeah?
Of course, born ready.
What? Sorry, mate.
Looks heavy.
Delivery.
This says block 2. It's over there, mate.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you didn't miss us too much during that break.
We've got plenty more football talk coming your way. You know we never run out of things to discuss.
You trying to imply that I talk a lot?
No, I meant because football is such a huge topic and it's always something to talk about. Yep, that's what I totally meant.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to now be discussing women's football.
Oh, the talent on display by these women is just incredible.
We've seen so much growth in the sport, and it's exciting to see more and more people tuning in and supporting women's football.
Yes, the season is well and truly underway, with the Super League starting to take shape.
It certainly is, with Chelsea leading the way with 7 wins from 7, but they have Man City close behind them with 6 wins from 8 games.
Chelsea will be looking to make it a record-breaking 6 league title wins in a row after winning the last 5 seasons under ex-manager Emma Hayes.
Khadija Shaw is current top goal scorer in the league with 7 goals in 8 games. She's currently averaging 1.01 goals a game. Can she keep this up?
Well, she most certainly can. Last year's top goal scorer is in final form, and she will have tough competition this season with the likes of Rayton, Daly and Manham hot on her heels.
Wow, what a lineup. Some fantastic players there.
Indeed. Do you think she can retain her award?
I think she'll just about edge it out, although she's up there with some great players, but we haven't seen a goal scorer in the WSL like her before. She really has it all.
Pace, strength, finishing and link-up play. What can't she do?
I know, it is utterly ridiculous.
Yes. Now, while the WSL hasn't been around for long, it is rapidly growing.
The league was formed 14 years ago, back in 2010, and in that short amount of time, it is ridiculous to see how far this has come.
February 2024 was a record-breaking month for the WSL, as it saw Chelsea play Arsenal at the Emirates.
However, the big news was nothing to do on the pitch.
That is right. The big talking points was the crowd attendance, with a massive 60,160 people turn up for this game.
To put this into perspective, not even 1,000 people turned up for the first game.
Now that is mental.
Yes, the league is very competitive, but only 4 teams have had the pleasure of lifting the title. Is that a problem?
You're right. From the first season, the only winners have been Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool and Man City. But this is a problem that exists as people want to see big title races. And let's be real, everyone loves an underdog story.
That is so true. How could you not? By the title being shared by only 4 teams, only 2 teams have lifted the title in the last 7 years.
This is a problem that needs fixing, and I think once that gets fixed, we will have so many more eyes on the Women's Super League, which will eventually lead to bigger crowds.
Well, that sounds good. The money side is still a bit up in the air.
Yes, the record transfer fee in the world of women's football is £804,000.
And that is outrageous if we compare that to the men's game, where the record is £222 million.
Wow, now that is ridiculous.
I know, the gap between the game is still massive, but slowly over time, the gap is narrowing.
I still can't believe how much it has grown, and the fans love it.
Now, back to the teams in the Women's Super League. There is one problem.
Which is?
Well, it's in Europe. Since the creation of the Women's Champions League in 2010, no English side has ever won it.
Ever?
Yes, that is right. Since its creation, it's mostly been dominated by 2 teams, Barcelona and Lyon.
That is right. With Lyon winning, it is staggering 8 times in 14 years. And Barcelona coming home with a title 3 times.
A combined 11 titles in 14 years.
Wow, good maths. Someone has a GCSEs.
Well, you could say so.
Well, yes, it has been pure domination with Lyon and Barcelona sharing their crowns since 2015.
The closest an English team has ever come was back in 2021.
That is right. Chelsea came close and finished as runner-up in the year of COVID.
It was not a good day out for Chelsea, though, as they came out on the wrong end of a result, losing 4-0.
4-0? Am I hearing that right?
Yes. However, they did make history that night.
And that was?
Well, you see, Chelsea became the first club to have both men and women teams in the Champions League final in the same year. What a year for the club.
Wow, that is just incredible. What an achievement for the club to have both the men's and women's team both competing at the highest level in world football.
Yes, after Chelsea stole Lyon's manager, I've got a good feeling the English team can finally get their hands on Europe's most prized possession.
You really think Chelsea can end Lyon and Barcelona's run?
Absolutely, I do. They have the quality to beat any team on their day, and who better to beat Lyon than their very own ex-manager Sonia Bobster?
That is right. She was a great success over in France, securing a Champions League title in her first year.
Now talk about instant impact. She'll definitely be looking to recreate her good starts with her new club, Chelsea.
Yes. Now looking at the other side of the table, it is so tight down there.
It is so intense. Even though they were early in the season, things are close. From rock bottom Palace to 6th place Liverpool, there are only 4 points between them.
Wow, that is 6 clubs all within touching distance of each other.
Yeah, and our surprise package of the season, Brighton.
Yes, the high-flying Seagulls have shot up to 3rd position with a brilliant start.
Yeah, disregarding their 5-0 loss to Arsenal.
A tough game, okay? Anyways, next up, we have the quiz.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to win
Oh,
again.
It's not going to be that easy, Tom. What do you mean by again? Remember what happened like 3 weeks ago?
That is so out of my mind. I've won the last 2 in a row, and it's going to make it a third.
You never know. I guess Natalie might surprise you today.
Absolutely not. I've done my homework, research. I was up last night till 12 doing it all.
Wait, why were you doing homework for it? Shouldn't you know this stuff anyway?
A little more doesn't hurt. You know, I've got to win this stuff. I'm taking it so seriously.
Wow. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Let's find
now,
out.
This is Take on Tom. Why did you stop counting down?
You didn't give me a countdown.
Said anything, man. Oh my lord. Move your cameras, go. Oh,
How many seconds, Doris?
I don't know.
Ask them how many seconds are left.
Alright, we're live. Go.
All right. It is time for the part of the show that we've all been waiting for. We've got Natalie here as a guest today who will go head to head with Tom in a quiz about football. Natalie, thanks for doing the show. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Amazing. Tom, how are you feeling?
Excited, ready for another win, you know?
Oh, okay. Well, the rules are simple. There are 2 podiums on either side of me, one for Natalie and one for Tom. When I read out a question, you each have to buzz in and give your answer. If you get it right, you score a point. If you're wrong, the other person gets a chance to say their answer. The person with the most points at the end of the round wins bragging rights until next time. Now, Natalie, are you ready to take on Tom?
I'm ready to take on Tom.
Well, may the best one win. Okay, so for the first section, there'll be some football players out on the screen, and you guys have to guess it. It will be slightly blurred, but as we go on, it'll get more clearer. So let's see the first one. Tom.
I'm going to say Andre Onana.
You are right. That's 1 point to Tom. Okay, next one. Natalie.
Rodri.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, you both got a point. Next one. Tom. Oh,
so
that was a draw.
No, I got it first.
Yeah, I think we should.
I got it first.
Should we come back to that?
No, let's go. I'll take it.
Tom can have it. I'll win the next one.
Right, go on, Tom.
Ronaldo.
Yes, 1 point to Tom. 2 points to Tom.
Yeah, I'm winning.
Next one. Natalie.
Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, you are right. Next one.
That was me. Don't even start.
Okay, I think that was
Tom. It's the ladies first.
You're
not
right.
in this game.
Go on, Tom.
And that is Lamine Yamal.
Yep, you are right. Okay, next one.
That was me again.
I think that was Natalie.
No.
Natalie, go on, say your answer.
This is outrageous.
Haaland.
Yes, you are right. Next one.
Well, I don't know, we're cheating, but it's alright.
Wait, that was really hard.
Give it to her like you always do.
I'm going to say, guys, I'm going to do like a 3-second countdown, and when I say one, whoever does it, okay.
It's right, Tom can have it. It's fine.
Sure?
Yeah,
it's his show.
I will absolutely have it.
Go on then.
That's Ibrahimovic.
Yep, you are right. Next one. That was Tom. I'm so sorry, Natalie. Yes, go on.
That is a young Lionel Messi.
Yep, you are right. Now,
what scores?
Tom is currently in the lead with 4
louder.
scores, 4 points. Well, I just should have checked. Okay, this is about Premier League 2023 to 2024 season. Which team played with 9 men against 9 men?
9 men against 9 men?
Yes.
Which team played against 9 men?
I did not write these questions. I just
So
read
you want
what's
both
written.
teams or one team?
Just one team.
One team. Aston Villa.
Nope. Yes.
Tottenham.
Yep, you are right. Okay, next one. Which manager picked a team featuring 11 players from 11 different countries?
This could be obscure.
Come on, guys. Nasty.
Oh, you want the manager's name, don't you?
Yeah.
The team. Okay.
Yes,
I've
Tom.
got time for these questions. Jurgen Klopp.
Yep, you are right. Okay. Which team conceded 5 goals in their first game and 5 in their last game of the season? Tom.
Sheffield United.
Nope.
Can I go again?
No. Yes. Yes, you can actually.
Luton Town?
No. Yes.
Aston Villa.
Yep, you are right. Come on, Natalie. You need to beat Tom.
Too
Did you
easy.
say it's 23-24 season?
Yes.
Too easy.
Okay, who are the only team not to have a player sent off?
Oh.
Come on, go on. Yes, Tom.
Liverpool.
Nope.
Not to be sent off?
Yes. Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Orange. Oh, that was hard. Nasty, go on.
Oh,
No! Tom.
Luton Town.
Yes. Come on, Andy. Okay, who are the only team to beat both Manchester City and Arsenal in the league this season? Tom.
Liverpool?
Nope.
This season?
Yes. 2023 to 2024.
So the season just gone.
Yes.
To beat Arsenal and Man City.
A bit of stalling going on. I'm like, how long do you want?
Both
I
Manchester.
didn't realise I was still
yes,
does she
City
want?
and Arsenal.
I'm trying to think who we've lost to.
Yes, Tom.
Aston Villa.
Yep, you are right. Okay, this is about the World Cup. How often?
Wait, what are the scores? What are the scores? What are the scores? Am I winning?
Yes,
I think we know you're winning, Tom. That's
Just want
fine.
to make sure.
Okay. How often is the World Cup held?
That was me.
Tom.
Don't even. Every 4 years.
Yes.
Thank
Come
you
on,
very much.
Natalie. That was an easy one.
I buzzed. I can't do any more than buzz.
In what year was the first FIFA Women's World Cup?
Oh, I haven't got a clue.
You can guess? Yes, Tom.
2000.
No. Take a guess. If you want a hint, you can ask. Before 2000, yes.
I was going to say 96.
You are really close. Tom.
95.
Yep, you're right. How many times have Italy won the World Cup? Natalie.
4 times.
Yeah, you are right. Okay, bonus question, what were the years?
Get
Who
next
knows?
question.
I'm not Italian.
Next question, yeah.
Okay, what 3 countries will host the 2026 tournament? Tom.
America, Canada, and Mexico.
Yep, you are right. Okay, in what year did Spain win their first World Cup? I did not finish the question. Their first World Cup.
First?
Yep. Come on, you have a chance. Yes, Tom.
2010.
Yep, you are right. Bonus question, what team did they play against?
Netherlands.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, history of football. Which country hosted the first FIFA World Cup in 1930? Tom?
Uruguay.
Yep,
Thank
you are right. Which club has recorded the most defeats in Premier League history? Tom?
Sheffield United.
Nope, you are
think
right.
about
Well, that
Sheffield
is the
United.
end of our quiz, guys. Natalie, I'm so sorry, but Tom
That's
had
okay.
to win
It was
this.
fun to take part.
Oh, I'm really glad you had fun. Congratulations, Tom, for winning.
Nothing new, you know what I mean? Thought it was wet.
So last week we asked you guys what the prize should be for our competition, and we went with what was the most voted. So let's have a look at the prize that the lucky winner could win from our competition today. It's going to be a PS.
Hold up.
So, this is probably one of our biggest competitions yet, a PS5. But before we announce the winner, let's take a moment to appreciate everyone who entered. You guys made this competition so fun, and we read all your comments on our Instagram, and we loved your excitement.
Yeah, someone even tried to bribe us.
Okay, Tom is acting like he didn't briefly consider keeping the PS5 for himself.
Well, I did. But all right, no more stalling now.
Okay, and our winner is at I'm Just a Cool Guy 277. Congratulations. We will DM you on Instagram with the details about claiming your prize. Thank you so much for entering, everyone. And thank you to all of our guests that were on the show today. You guys all did amazing.
If anyone else wants to check.
So there isn't. Yeah, there are a couple of occasions that I noticed in the gallery. The links generally guys don't have time links. So that one wouldn't have been horrendous, but I mean, we didn't really get so far. So yeah, but there's a couple of times before in the gallery where you're talking still and they cut to the ad